Hey, I hope you guys are having a good day. This is my PlayStation 4 and 5 video game collection. Most of my games I own digitally, so this isn't all of them, but let's get into it. First up, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is my favorite out of the new trilogy. I really liked Cassandra as a character. Alexios, not so much if he's the main character, but very good storyline. A little long, like the new trilogy. All of them are a little long and a bit too much to do, but overall, fun game. Next up, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the most underrated Assassin's Creed in my opinion. Set in 1800s London, you play as Evie and Jacob in the middle, Evie on the right. Just very fun combat in my opinion. It is just repetitive, but it's fun and underrated Assassin's Creed. By the way, this is the only other Assassin's Creed game I own physically. Marvel Avengers, I never finished it. I only really played the beginning. It was a little disappointing. I need to pick it up again. And Agents of Mayhem, never played it. I picked up for like $5 in the pre-owned. Batman Arkham Knight would be the best Batman game if the Batmobile wasn't in it. They force you to use it way too much. Fun game though, amazing. Check it out. Call of Duty World War II. For some reason, this is the only Call of Duty that I own physically, but pretty fun Call of Duty game while I was around. It was under the radar because of Fortnite when it came out. But Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, this is also part of my backlog. I need to go back and play these games. I started the first one, but I suck at platformers and hard games like this. Dead Island Riptide. I honestly never finished the first Dead Island, and I never played Riptide. I need to go back and play these one day before Dead Island 2 comes out, but I know it comes out pretty soon. Dead Rising 4, complete disappointment. I love the Dead Rising series 1, 2, and 3. 3 was underrated, and this was just a huge mess. Zombie games, by the way. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Never played this game. Looks really cool, though. Would love to give this a try one. Fallout 4, everyone knows Fallout 4. Amazing open world RPG. I never finished it myself. I need to one day, but I did watch someone play and finish it, and just amazing. Next up, we have Far Cry 4 and 5. Honestly, I liked 5 way more than 4 after going back to it. It has way more charm. And Pagan Min, he would be the best villain, if not second best, compared to Voss. Voss is the best in the Far Cry series. If he just had more screen time. Same with them, like they had enough screen time, they just needed more. That's what's wrong with the Far Cry game. Final Fantasy 15, I never played any Final Fantasy games besides this one, and I was just like, where am I at? I need to just get all the Final Fantasies and play them one day. Horizon Zero Dawn. This was on my backlog for years. I just finished it the other day, and I also just finished Horizon Forbidden West. Honestly, the story was a little bit lackluster in the first game, but in the second game, towards the end, it picked up, in my opinion, and I just love fighting the robots, even though it gets a little tedious at times. Next up, we have Infamous Second Son. This is, I'm pretty sure, the first game I ever played on the PlayStation 4. It was super fun when I first picked it up. I went back and platinumed it. I platinum games. I tried to at least. And a pretty fun superpower game. I remember playing the old Infamous games when I was little. Check it out if you haven't. L.A. Noire is a detective game set in the 40s. It is honestly one of the most underrated Rockstar games, behind Bully as well. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Amazing detective game. Little Hope, it's one of the games in the anthology series of these horror little movie games. This is the only one I have physically. I haven't played all of them, but this one was a little lackluster in my opinion. Minecraft, don't even have to talk about it. Everyone knows. Mad Max, severely underrated. Well, I don't want to say severely underrated because everyone knows it's underrated, but open world game where you get to play as Mad Max, and the whole open world junkyard's cool, and customizing the vehicle. This game was pretty underrated. Not amazing, but not. Next up, we have Mafia and Mafia 3. Mafia is my favorite out of the 3 games in the series. It goes Mafia 1, 2, and 3 in the order of the games from my favorite to least favorite. This game it's okay, but it's just really repetitive. This remaster, or definitive edition, is amazing. Check this out if you haven't. Next up, we have The Amazing Spider-Man. Terrible Spider-Man game. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The first one wasn't as bad, but it's terrible Spider-Man game. The Walking Dead Season 2. This is top 5 series of all time. I don't know why I only have the first one physically. It is an interactive story game, and you get to pick your own choices. Play it if you haven't. The first, second, third, and fourth. Amazing series. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Also, gotta be top 10 games of all time. I love this game. Played it a few years ago, and just amazing open worlds. The story is amazing. The graphics are beautiful. CD Projekt Red made a amazing game. Next up, we have The Wolf Among Us, another Telltale game series, the same people that made The Walking Dead. It's basically fairy tales, but just grown up and just mature. You should play it if you haven't and you like story games. Saints Row the Third remastered, the best Saints Row in my opinion. Love this game. Basically GTA, but just more fun and goofy. Play it if you. Sniper Elite 3, really fun war sniping game, and they have a really unique mechanic where you see wherever you're shooting the person with a sniper. It's really fun. Resident Evil Biohazard, Resident Evil 7. Amazing game. I still haven't played the 8th one. I need to very soon, but love these horror games. Horror action games. I don't really like many horror games per se. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I can't. All the Tomb Raider games in my mind are just jumbled. I mean, I remember being in the snow and the ice and everything. I just can't remember the story, but I love the Tomb Raider games. Persona 5. This is another game on my backlog that I really need to play. It's just so long and so much to do. Project High Rise. I got this game for, it says $10, but I swear it was like $5 or $2, something like that. It's just a simulation game where you're building high rises. I may check it out one day if I'm bored and just want an easy game to chill out and play. Outlast Trinity. I never played Outlast 2, but I did play Outlast 1 and The Whistleblower. Creepy games, but they're super fun to play and just interesting characters. Next up, we have Mass Effect Andromeda. I got this as a gift, I'm pretty sure. I never played the other Mass Effect games, and I heard this game bombed, so maybe one day I'll go play the whole series, and yeah. Next up, we have Watch Dogs 1 and Watch Dogs 2. Honestly, they're both better in certain aspects. I love the combat and love the open world in this game, but I liked Aiden. I don't know why people said he was dry. I mean, he was dry, but that's just how he was. If they would have made a second game with him and opened him up more, it would have been amazing. But Watch Dogs 2 is pretty cool as well. Legion, terrible though. Next up, Uncharted, Nathan Drake Collection, probably my favorite series. Besides The Last of Us, Batman, stuff like that. Just Uncharted has got to be the top 3 series of all time. Love these games. Open world, or not open world, linear. I guess the fourth one's kind of open a little bit, but just action games, just nonstop set piece action shooting, super fun, and I love Nathan Drake. Next up, we have Until Dawn. Love this game. This is the first game that they made that started their anthology of the games, because this was such a huge success when it came out. Amazing, just cheesy horror game with a twist at the end and basically a cabin in the woods situation. Next, we have Yakuza 0. I love the Yakuza games. I really need to play all of them. I played 0, Kiwami 2, Judgment, and Yakuza 3. I never beat Yakuza 3. I played like halfway through it, but amazing games. I need to finish the rest of the series. Super funny, super fun action games. So I only have 3 physical copies of PS5 games. The rest are digitally. First one is Evil West. I have not played this game yet. I need to. I know it's a linear action, just old style game, kind of with God of War combat. Really interested to play that. Next up, we have Gotham Knights. A little disappointing, but still fun nonetheless. The story was subpar, but I like playing as all the Batman characters. Last, we have Judgment. I just recently played and beat this game. Love it. Love the story and the detective work of Yagami, and just amazing side story to the Yakuza, spin-off of Yakuza. I need to play the new Ishin game and all the other ones eventually. Now on to my Steelbook games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This game came dented when I got it. I was upset, but it's whatever. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, way too long, but love this game. Nonetheless, I just love the setting, Vikings, everything. Just way too long and drawn out. Next up, we have The Last of Us 2 Steelbook. Love this game, despite what everyone says about it. Not as good as the first one, still amazing action game with an amazing story to go with it. Hitman, the complete first season. I need to go back and play Hitman 1, 2, and 3. I know they just released a trilogy pack with all of them together. Just if you haven't played Hitman, you should. It's just fun action games where you get to kill people however you want. Now this is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's a really weird case because it's so plain, but I don't really remember this story. Just remember it was good. I think it was in the jungle. I love the Tomb Raider games. Just they're all jumbled to me. I already talked about Far Cry 4, but I have the Far Cry 4 Steelbook as well. I bought this for like $5 off eBay. Call of Duty Ghosts, underrated Call of Duty in my opinion. Loved it when it came out. The esports scene of it was really fun, and so was the multiplayer. I don't know why people hated it so much. I had fun with it. Now, Infinite Warfare, I didn't buy this Steelbook when it first came out. I bought the Steelbook for like $5. I just really wanted the Modern Warfare Steelbook. Really like how that looks. Next up, Yakuza Like a Dragon. I never played this game yet. I really want to finish the whole series before I start playing this game, but I may have to hop into this. So Yakuza Kiwami, amazing remaster of Yakuza Kiwami. Of Yakuza 1. The Kiwami is the remaster. If you haven't checked out the Yakuza games, you really should. They're amazing action story games. By the way, I feel like I've said 100 times. I'm so close to being finished though. Uncharted 4, Thief's End, one of my favorite games of all time. The Steelbook is my favorite Steelbook I have. It just looks beautiful. And check out these games if you haven't. I also feel like I've said check this out if you haven't a million times. But I'm on to my last Steelbook. Not really a Steelbook, it's more of a case. It's Sniper Elite 3. It comes in like an army, case cartridge thing, like an ammo cartridge. Can't get it open, but there's nothing really inside. I lost all the collectible stuff. But yeah, fun game. So yeah, that was my PlayStation 4 and 5 collection video. I hope you enjoyed, and tune in to the next video. Peace.